tension, and specifically about flexibility. So if you're training all the time for racing and you are using your muscles daily, you're going to need to reset them to the proper lengths in order to keep proper movement around the joints and proper biomechanics of the legs. The problem happens if you only stretch, if you're just coming back from your runs and you're just doing your normal stretch routine. If you've developed knots in the muscle or if you've developed adhesions in the muscle, then the stretching may not remove any of those, and so therefore you still have limited range of motion in your muscle. So that brings up the importance of something that you may have heard of as foam rolling. Technically it's called self-myofascial release, and it's what a massage therapist would do to help release some of the sticky parts in the muscle where the fascia and the connective tissue are stuck together to where the muscle doesn't move correctly anymore. But you want to use a tool that's specific for the muscle you're rolling. So like a bigger, softer roller will do well on the big muscle groups like your quads or your IT band. You know, the smaller rollers are going to be better to dig in deep to things like your calves, especially down here in the soleus. This is where you need something to really dig in there because this is one of the main culprits for injury. Right? Something like this, we roll the bottom of our foot, help break up the fascia in the bottom of the foot so it doesn't lead to plantar fasciitis. And then the ball you can even use a lacrosse ball. A tennis ball is a little soft. Sometimes it compresses too much so you don't get to dig in. But the ball can pinpoint areas in any area of the body, okay, even for the back or the shoulders or anything. And this is Trigger Points Therapy's version of the big foam roller. It just has plastic in the middle to where it doesn't compress. You can roll harder on it. Today we're going to work the IT band, which is not exactly a muscle, but it has lots of musculature underneath it, and when it gets all stuck together, it doesn't move freely. So by rolling it, you can break up a lot of those adhesions. So what you do is you're going to go down onto your side and onto your elbow. Now I'm rolling my right leg, and I have a specific sequence that we do. You start out by doing 3 slow rolls all the way through the length of the muscle at about this speed, 1 to 2 inches per second. And you're noticing as you do this that there might be some pain. You might feel some of the knots, but I like to go ahead and keep it moving back and forth 3 times to help flush out the muscle, flush out toxins, and this may even mash out some of the knots in the adhesions itself. Once you've done the 3 rolls, step 2 is going to be that you stop on the most painful spot and you just let it dig into that spot as hard as you can, as much discomfort as you can stand, and you do that for 20 to 30 seconds. Okay? And what that's doing is that's sending some messages to the brain to relax those muscles underneath. It's also helping to mash out that knot. And you can roll slightly side to side on it if you want to give a little extra friction. Okay? And then step 3 is to stretch the muscle that you just rolled. So there's many ways to stretch the IT band. One way is to do the figure 4 stretch. So I would just simply do this stretch for 20 seconds after I roll. Okay, so to review, you have step 1 is roll all the way through the muscle 3 times slowly. Step 2 is to stop on any painful areas for 20 to 30 seconds. And step 3 is to stretch the muscle that you